Hey everybody, it's me, DeoGenZ. Welcome back to my Pokemon Black walkthrough. On the previous episode, I had my friend Matt Goldsman come in for a visit of something that was kind of new. What we did was trade our pre-recorded video here, because since I'm playing on an emulator, I can't play at full speed, and we commentated on our blind footage. It was blind because we didn't watch it previously, and we just went ahead and commentated, even though neither of us knew what was going on in one another's games. The results were interesting and humorous, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. But now we're back on track in Route 5, and Cheren wants to challenge us again, because he got the badge from Nimbasa City just like we did, and he wants to see who is tougher. But it's still me. I hate to update him about it, but nothing has changed. Yep, we've only gained new, better Pokemon on our team, and they're starting to totally kick ass this time around. On the last episode, Matt did some training for us, and that was crucial because we really focused on training my Maractus, which we caught in the desert route, Route 4, which was south of Nimbasa. So now I have a good grass type on my team. And look at this, it knows Mega Drain. So it's self-rehealing, self-regenerating in health, and it takes great damage away from my opponent. Now Tranquil, yeah, we'll send Maractus back because Girder has Rock Throw. And Girder's getting up there in level 2, even though he won't be evolving into a Conkeldurr. Which is a shame, because I would love to say Conkeldurr all the time, but he's going to stay a Girder, just because I don't want him to evolve, and that's one of the challenges for this Black walkthrough. Wah! But see, he's got Bulk Up, and that's where it doesn't matter even if he evolves or doesn't evolve, because with defense and attack stat rising so quickly, yeah, your Tranquil detects are not going to stop us. Look at that. Yep. We beefed that out with Bulk Up. Worst comes to worst, we use Potion, but that's not necessary for this battle. Ho-ho, look at that. Jumping back into the green, right with the level upgrade. I love that. Okay, so Panpour, the Water Monkey. I bet you know what we're going into. Maractus! It's good because we're starting to get that triple balance in our team, where I feel as though Girder, Oshawott, or rather, what's his name? Dewott. We haven't used him in a while. Sorry for temporarily forgetting your name, my precious Pokemon, but Dewott and Maractus, they kind of triple balance each other out. Plus, we have our Simisage, or, not Simisage, Pansear. And I'm just getting all these names wrong today. Sorry guys, I've been quite busy. This whole week has been pretty hectic. I've started classes at my community college. So over the summer I'll be doing a 10-week course. And while this sounds like, oh no, not good stuff for you guys, because you may fear I'll produce less content, the good thing about this channel is that it's not just me doing videos, but Vladimir Z's on here too. So on days where I don't produce Pokemon videos, he usually has a Minecraft. Minecraft is almost always a given, a guaranteed everyday upload. And he's doing Portal 2 now, too. Which, 2, T-O-O, also, is what I'll mean to say. Yeah, but Cheren really is not going to stand long to our team. But the good thing is, one of the benefits about me going to community college for you guys, other than the fact that I get 10 knowledge and I have more interesting things to talk about, but one of the biggest things I notice is that I have a bit more free time on my hands to just sit silently and think about shit. But hold on. Elsa's here saying that it's nice that we're helping each other train. And it's also nice that we don't have a spam friend who doesn't want to just keep battling us only, although it may seem that way. Aren't festivals grand? Life should be enjoyed. I agree with your philosophy, sir. You and your spiked orange hair. He's the champion? Why would the champion be goofing off in a place like this? I heard that remark. You're quite a judgmental young person, are you not? My name is Alder. I'm the Unova Pokemon League's champion. Pleased to make your acquaintance, even though you're a dick. For your information, I'm not goofing off. I'm on a voyage. I'm Cheren from New Vema Town. My goal as a trainer is to become the champion, so this is kind of awkward. Basically, I'm saying I want to kick you off your grandstand, and you're not even standing on it. So how can I kick you off if you're not up there? That's pretty much the dilemma Cheren's got running through his mind right now. Yes, see, Cheren is misled by his ideas and goals that the only way to become the champion is to become stronger. But as we questioned many times in this philosophical walkthrough, what is true strength in Pokemon? Is it going to the max in every battle you face, winning every match, no matter what the odds? Or is it enjoying free time with your Pokemon, and getting time to think about new strategies, all the while enjoying your journeys? Let's find out with this battle. And also, let's fuck with Cheren too. It's going to be a sped up battle for the rest of these battles here on out because they're inconsequential and pretty much it's more experience. Of course, if you want to continue on in your quest, you have to beat this double battle here with Cheren. But since we're so strong, we're going to take out a couple of his Pokemon in the process just to mess with him. And regain health too. He's kind of just an extra health pod in this case. But anyway, what I was saying, back to me having more time to think about things quietly, is that I have access to a library now. My community college has a very nice, quiet sanctuary of a library that I can sit in and formulate new strategies. That's why I kind of dropped some foresight on you in the past few seconds back there, saying that you need to build strategies while going on your journey. That's something big time that Black and White does for you, is hone your strategy making abilities for Pokemon. I noticed you can't just simply spam or power boost your way through this game. I mean, you can. I've seen Vladimir do it in his version of Pokemon Black, but hey, he's Russian. You may not be, so you might not have those drastic powers that he does. We're talking nuclear magnitudes here. But one thing this game does really well is get you to think about the Pokemon genre in a whole new way. So even if you're not looking at it in the hidden mechanics realm that I tend to like to look at it through, the metagame and EV training, you still have to consider some deeper points and aspects of the game. I've talked about this many times, the mere evolution and move balancing, that's a great thing. But I'm not referring to such simplicity strategies like that I'll use in the walkthrough, but I'm talking about actual EV Pokemon. I'm thinking that now I'm going to have a lot more time to write in my notebooks like I love to do, and write out some new strategies to face you guys in the 5th generation. I've versed some of my subscribers in the past, in the 4th gen through Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but back then I didn't have the proper recording technology or computing power, so I couldn't give you guys perfect clarity video like I can now with my walkthroughs that you're viewing currently. So what I can do is I'll have new strategies, new teams, and I'll have to advise. Is that the word I'm thinking of? It's probably not. No, it's devise. Wow. Get my eyes wrong. Anyway, I need to devise some kind of roster that you guys can battle me. I was thinking about doing something that I'm not even going to say here because I want to keep it under wraps, but let's just say the future looks promising this summer for versing you guys over Wi-Fi. I really want to try out Black and White's awesome Wi-Fi connectivity features. So far, it hasn't worked so well. We did try on one PokeChat livecast to do cross-transceiver chat, but for whatever reason, it didn't seem to work. So, that is a shame. But what is not a shame are some of the Pokemon that you can meet while on this route. Although I'll be cutting out the wild encounters to save time for my 15-minute limit, here's a Minccino! They greet one another by rubbing each other with their tails, which are always kept well groomed and clean, and it's the Chinchilla Pokemon. one of my more favorite types in the 5th gen. That's merely only one that you can meet on Route 5 of a couple, which is Lipard Trubbish, which is that sack of rubbish, which I don't think... It's funny, it's one of my favorite Pokemon and least favorite Pokemon on this one route. Trubbish being the least favorite and Minccino being one of my more adored Pokemon. I'm really glad they added a Chinchilla, and they made it very cute too. Its evolution, Minccino, is not too bad either. And this darker grass, I'll just remind you, is double battle grass. So you can find all those wild Pokemon just in 2s up there for double the training and experience points. It's also good for using experience share if you have your second Pokemon that's holding the item in the second slot of your team and then switch them out. It'll just speed it up, because at this point you won't have Lucky Egg unless you transferred it in through trading. Oh, and there's also one other wild Pokemon that I want to mention that's unique to Black and White, and that's Gothita, which is that little black doll Pokemon that evolves into the more cylindrical with bow ties psychic Pokemon. That's the one you can find in your Black version games, which is in this walkthrough now. That's what you can encounter in the wild. But if you're playing along with your White version of the game, the only difference is that you won't find a Gothita, but instead you'll see Solosis, which is that little green kind of amoeba-looking Pokemon, sort of made of plasma, and evolves into a Lilo and Stitch-looking type character called Ranunculus. And I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm completely butchering the names, and that probably would lead me to my next point, is borders. Borders of this walkthrough have been pretty stale in my opinion. Basically what they do, what they act as, and I haven't even been updating the videos, which I have to, so by the time you're seeing this, they'll probably be changed. When you click on Black version or White version on my borders, it should take you to the playlist of that respective game. However, I'm getting kind of bored with it, and also, since you guys are probably like me and just learning the new 5th gen Pokemon, me merely telling you what you can find in the wild grasses might not be as suitable as I think. So I'm asking to you guys, do you know any good artists out there? And if you do you think they'd be interested in getting some participation going in my walkthroughs? All it would require of them is being in communication with me. They'd get full credit for their artwork, and I'd send them to whatever page they'd want me to send their audience to. So whether it's DeviantArt or a YouTube account, I can send them there to promote their stuff. But I think it would be pretty cool if we got some artists, some anime creators, or even just cartoonists creating some borders for the Black walkthrough. And if you decide that you want to do that, go ahead and try and draw some up for the future areas. Do note that I kind of like to record in advance, and sometimes I'm sitting on a wealth of footage, but if you're interested and you have in mind an area that you want to draw art for, then send me a PM. And wow, look at that. The Charizard Bridge in flaming red colors. However, no fire Pokemon will be found on it. So that's what I've got to say for this episode of my Black walkthrough. Elsa has let us go past into the next city, where we'll be finding our next badge. Driftvale is ahead, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of my Pokemon Black walkthrough. I've been DeoGenZ, and this guy thinks that bridges are more than just meaningless. They connect the world. It's a solid symbol that people can get.